Welcome back to our reading home learning for this week, the week of the 18th of May. Okay, so this week we're going to read a little bit about Greece. That's our first reading comprehension, and then we've got another one for you to have a go at. And if you want to have a go at them in two parts, do them on two separate days, that's absolutely fine. So let's get started with our first one about Greece. Okay, so first one, it's over 2 pages, some facts about Greece. So you'll be able to read this information about Greece, look at the pictures as well, pause the video while you read this, and then carry on while we read the next part. Okay, let's have a look at the second part of information about Greece. Make sure you look at each subheading and the facts there separated with bullet points. Okay, so pause the video while you read the next little bit. Okay, let's have a look at the questions. So there's 5 questions for you to have a go at. First one, where is Greece? Next one, name the 4 countries that border Greece. Next one, what's the weather like in Greece? Number 4, what's the capital city of Greece? And number 5, how did Athens get its name? Now, what you might want to do, because the information's further back in the video, is just pause the video here and jot these questions down, and then rewind the video a little bit to the information about Greece. Okay, so let's have a look at the answers now to this. So where is Greece? Greece is in Southeast Europe. Number 2, name the 4 countries that border Greece. There are 4 countries that border Greece: Albania, Bulgaria, North Macedonia, and Turkey. Number 3, what's the weather like in Greece? The weather in Greece has hot, dry summers and mild, rainy winters. Number 4, what is the capital city of Greece? Athens is the capital city of Greece. And number 5, how did Athens get its name? The ancient Greeks named their city after the goddess Athena. Okay, so I hope you did really well with those. Let's have a look at our next reading comprehension, or you might want to have a go at this on a different day. So this is like the ones we've looked at before. So this one's called an excellent competition. So you'll need to pause the video while you read this first information. Okay, let's have a look at the questions for an excellent competition. Number 1, find and copy a word which tells you that the egg and spoon race only happened once a year. Number 2, name 2 things that Billy was not very good at. Number 3, why would not boiling the eggs first be a real test? And number 4, at last, his moment of glory had arrived. What does this sentence tell you about what Billy was expecting to happen? Okay, so pause the video now while you have a go at the quick questions. Okay, let's have a look at the answers. Start off by reading it through. An excellent competition. There weren't many things that Billy Edwards was good at. He couldn't hold a tune, he couldn't spell, and he couldn't get 10 out of 10 on his mental maths test, no matter how hard he tried. But there was one thing that Billy Edwards was better at than anyone else in the school: the annual Sports Day egg and spoon race. Billy had been preparing for this day for months. He'd driven his dad mad by running up and down the stairs with a hard-boiled egg balanced on the smallest teaspoon he could find in the drawer. Sometimes, if he was feeling particularly brave, he wouldn't boil the egg first. That was a real test of skill. At last, his moment of glory had arrived, and he stood at the starting line, determined to win first prize. Okay, let's have a look at the answers now to these questions. So find and copy a word which tells you that the egg and spoon race only happened once a year. So the word you were looking for was annual, because it was the annual Sports Day egg and spoon race, and annual means once every year. Number 2, name 2 things that Billy was not very good at. So you can choose here what you wanted. So he wasn't very good at singing because he couldn't hold a tune. He wasn't very good at maths tests, particularly mental maths tests, and he couldn't spell, so he wasn't very good at spelling. So any of those 2 you may have chosen there. Number 3, why would not boiling the eggs first be a real test? Well, because if he didn't boil them first, of course, the eggs would be raw inside, and if he dropped them, they would break and splatter everywhere if he didn't boil them up. Number 4. At last his moment of glory had arrived. What does this sentence tell you about what Billy was expecting to happen? Well, it tells you that he was expecting to win and that everybody would be watching and being really proud of him at the end. Okay, so well done with those. Check back again next week or the week after for another video on reading comprehension, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.